Gentlemen, hey, congratulations for Unhuman.
Hey,
Thank you
great.
so much.
Appreciate it.
It's a lot of fun, and I can't imagine it was a lot of fun for both of you guys to be part of this project.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It was an absolute
It was
blast.
incredible.
I mean, just where we were able to film, the people we were able to film with, everything about it was just so much fun.
Well, then let me start with that initial question: is what initially brought you guys onto a project like this? What drew you guys into something like Unhuman?
Zombies, man.
Oh yeah.
I've wanted to do a zombie movie since I was a kid. I love the genre. I love the subgenre. And honestly, when I first auditioned for it, I had an opportunity to play a character I'd never really played before. Somebody who was very arrogant, very self-centered, very dark, just very kind of brutal in an aspect. As an actor, you really like being able to break the boundaries of what you normally play and go out and play that. And seeing where the character evolved to was just a really cool thing. Watching where Marcus took it, how he humanized him, it really kept me engaged the whole filming process.
Drew?
Oh, and same thing. The minute I got an email that was like zombie movie by Blumhouse, I was just like, well, that's two of the you don't have to say anything more. Like I was there. I wanted to do it so bad. And then I read the character Steven and exactly what Uriah was saying, where it's like to get the chance to stretch from what you normally do, and this like Steven, there's a lot of characters that are similar, like there's the archetype of Steven is similar to other people, but like to get the gift of getting to stretch and do all these different things and play all these different emotions. Like I've never had a role like this ever, and it was incredible, like an incredible opportunity to get to be on something like this. And I love, Alex, who's the producer. He did the Into the Dark series, and I was like, I love Into the Dark, and I love Blumhouse, and I love zombies, and I'm there.
Now, for both of you, both of you aren't strangers to the horror genre. This is you guys been in this horror genre over and over again. What makes Unhuman different from those other projects you've done in the past?
This is really fast paced. I mean, one thing that we were talking about earlier was the fact that, it just goes into it and it does not stop. And you really, even though it does have that fast paced element, it's that run and gun minus the gun. They find really cool ways to sneak in those little character developments that let you get to know the characters more and more. And maybe not make you identify to them, but help explain why they are the way they are. And I really like that. There was a very human element to it, even though it was very unhuman.
Unhuman. That's your tagline. It is so unlike, so many different movies, even right now, we were talking earlier where like there's a lot more slow burn movies and I think, and specifically for me, I've gotten the chance to be in the other horror movies, but to have a character know through the entire movie that they are in a horror movie, that they know like, oh, this is scary and I have to avoid this thing. Where I feel like a lot of characters I've played, like I'm, like Oscar in Halloween, I'm like a party animal who's just there to have fun and get drunk and have a great night. And then like the last 3 minutes of my life, I'm like, oh, I'm in a horror movie. Uh-oh. I thought I was in Superbad. Dang it. I'm in Halloween. Oh, shoot. So this was a great opportunity and really, really fun. I've never gotten like to be in that headspace for that long for a film like this.
And anytime you get an opportunity to work with Blumhouse, I mean, you take it. They always make sure that they do their diligence. They don't have to have all the crazy resources, but they put the effort in where it matters, man. They're passionate about what they do. They're good at what they do. It's just, they're always impressive people to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Precisely. Now, of course, it's 2022, and this zombie subgenre is still around. It just won't die. It just won't go away.
Yeah.
Why do you why do you think that this subgenre is going to stay around for a very long time?
I think people are. I think there's so many interesting elements. I mean, that's a very complex question, man. I think a lot of it can come from the fact of, seeing something that once was whole degenerated into this mess, and it being infectious, other people getting swept up into it, the entire world evolving into something that you didn't know. I mean, we have so much stress in our daily lives. I know a lot of people who watch zombie movies are probably kind of like, well, shit, if that happened, I wouldn't have to pay my taxes, or, don't worry about car payments.
There's some positives,
baby,
yeah.
no problem. It's an interesting fantasy. I think it lets people kind of get out some of their aggression, and really ask themselves, would I survive?
Mm-hmm. And yet, there's obviously something terrifying about, like, oh, if Michael Myers was chasing me, or if Freaky Catherine Newton was chasing me, but like, there's nothing scarier than, like, oh, this is my best friend. Like Uriah, you get to explore this in the movie, where, like, CJ, when he gets got by the zombies, when Hunt in the movie, when he gets got, like, you get to explore that, like, that's my best friend. This is the only person who gets me, and they're gone. And I had to watch them, and I tried everything I could to stop it, but it's like, yeah, it's terrifying when you see, like, that. It's almost, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's more of a personal monster that's why people are drawn to zombies, because it's not like, oh, it's the big bad from, whatever. It's like a vampire or something. It's like, no, it could be anyone, everywhere.
I think you nailed that, man. I mean, it brings the horror home,
Well,
the horror home.
There you go. We're just coming up with taglines today. Well, gentlemen, hey, congratulations for Unhuman. I can't wait to see both of you sticking around in this horror genre and see what other monsters you guys are going to be fighting up next.
Us too,
yeah.
man.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Blumhouse, bring us back.
Unhuman.
There we go. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.